Welcome, Pisces. This is Regina, Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your August reading. And I am inviting you to this meditation. This is an opportunity for you to look within yourself regarding your interests, your concerns, any challenges you're facing right now. I am not a fount of external wisdom that is telling you to do anything that is not within you. This is how tarot works. This is the beauty of it. If it isn't matching you, if you're frustrated, if you don't find yourself here, please disconnect and check your other placements. You may find yourself there. I guarantee you will find a message for you in other placements. So this is open to anyone who has a significant Pisces placement. And that is meant to generally steer you. This isn't a personal reading, and it isn't going to give you specific answers, but it is miraculous how often general readings put out into the universe can resonate with so many of us at particular times, more often than not. So, having said all that, your overall energy is the Ace of Swords, which is a beautiful energy of success, of pursuing your truth, and that truth leading to your justice. This can be in large or small terms. This can be humble or grandiose. But for you, I believe that this is about pursuing truth in all of its diversity, its many faces. You are a sign that understands how everything is connected, and the aces all resonate to a functional energy, an elemental energy, swords being thought, illumination, revelation, clarity, light. And so I do feel that pursuing that, understanding truth in its multifaceted expressions, is helping to move you in a direction that helps you work with more people authentically. It helps you relate what you're doing and be relatable to others. So this works in a variety of ways and can have something to do with the law that is just coming to me. I'm thinking specifically environmental law. The Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck is describing a way that you are considering a decision or a direction you're moving in, and some conflict within you about that. A lot of times, conflicts regarding a choice like this, and this is not a conscious choice, this is an intuitive choice based on the identification of your truth. And that compels you to move in a certain direction that you're now concerned about the impact on others. So this can be your sense of guilt that you're finding success and others haven't. This can be the sense of moving away from loved ones that you believe depend on you. There are a lot of ways that you can experience this crossroads energy. But generally, it is this weighing and analysis and overly wrought consideration may be taking you out of your present intuitive energy. And that's what fuels you. That's what takes you back to the place of your truth, right and aligned direction for you. I'm going to pull an oracle card, Chakra Crystal Oracle, and out flies the fire agate. And you probably know how compulsive I am about things being lined up. And the key word is creation. The flames of destruction will ignite a rebirth. That feels like a rebirth to me. The sacral chakra is featured, which is that part, the second chakra, where you are experiencing the world through your sensations, through your five senses, tangibly, sensually. It controls not only your creative expression, but your sexual and passionate expression as well. It's a beautiful, powerful space, and it feels as though you are coming through an intense tower or period of loss, breakdown, and you are re-emerging from that. That has sparked a greater understanding of why you are here doing what you're doing. I'm going to start with the 10th house, and this is the way that you are seen by others, the way you identify your social or community position right now. The Three of Staffs is about setting up a project, setting up an opportunity, launching a business, starting a new department or a consultancy. The Three of Staffs is all about making connections, researching opportunities, networking with potential co-creators, all the ways that you are putting out your ideas and you are anticipating feedback. So sometimes this card is a card of waiting. I don't feel the waiting energy as much as I do because I feel like you're busy. You're absolutely engaged in a variety of activities that are attempting to help you define what this project or business is all about. And you need other people and other resources to do that. So you're gathering them, but you're also anticipating the response so that you can move forward and consider uh, the forward motion as part of a team, part of a collaboration. In the first house, the Wheel of Fortune. I love the Wheel of Fortune. This is about turning something over. And I do believe with this powerful ace at the start of your reading, you have come through the other side of something. And so your perseverance, your positive karma has been accumulated. You are strong for a reason. Uh, Getting through this time has been incredibly important to you in your deeper understanding of what just happened. So you are realizing a lot of clarity and truth behind a difficult time that you've come through, an annihilation of something that wasn't serving you, a complete release of that in order to provide you with this rebirth that is springing you into something very successful, very clear, and something that you can be uh, detached from in a way that empowers your creativity. So you're not allowing your emotions to cloud the vision that is emerging before you. You're already having faith in your ability to do what is required. You know that you're in right alignment. So you're using that energy, this rebirth, to power you forward very quickly to something that feels like a sure bet for you. In the fourth house, the house of your home, your family, your history, also your foundation, this is the Justice card. It's interesting because in this deck, a skull is part of the lightning rod that this individual is striking on this altar of balance. And it sort of comes with, it's a one-sided scale. So it indicates to me what we've been talking about, right? Releasing something that no longer serves you, but the structure is still informative. And that is part of the spark that weighs nothing. It's like the feather of Ma'at. This energy is bringing you into balance, is helping you to understand what is just and helping you implement that into the world. In the seventh house of your significant others, we have the World card. And the World card is about a closing out of a cycle. So you are gaining the rewards. You are reaping the benefits of what you have just achieved. That achievement has taken you in preparation to an entirely new experience. And you are well prepared for this new experience. Again, there's something here about law. There's something here about environmental law and environmental justice, environmental balances that I believe is somehow relevant to the work that you're doing. But it also feels like an energy of simplifying your goals so that you have more energy to move towards them. So for the many Pisces out there who have a range of interests, in part because you see the connection between so many things, you can feel scattered, feel confused, overwhelmed with the options. But this is not the Pisces I'm speaking to. You are focused. You're focused on achieving, implementing some sense of justice or fairness in the world, rebalancing something. And you finally have the tools and the perspective to do that efficiently. There's something here about relating to the people that you must work with, that you are becoming some kind of master at. It's almost like you're a fount of information, pulling threads of information together. I'm going to clarify the Chariot in the first house with the Six of Swords in the second house and the Hierophant in the third house. And I'm going to take this moment to remind you that if this reading resonates with you, please like this video and please subscribe to my channel. It's important to me that I spread this word, that more people get to see my messages. And I know that so many of you out there do support me, so I thank you for that. And I'm working very hard at growing this channel. So the Six of Swords talks about a recovery that is part of your experience in renewing your energy, in experiencing this turnaround of events. You have affected some kind of healing, some kind of way in which you are accepting the challenges of the past, the need to persevere over a long period of time, and the result of that. The healing, the understanding, the acceptance of those challenges, sometimes the chaos that emerged as a result of that long, prolonged, challenging path to a goal. And now you are looking at a place of finding some peace with that, accepting what was difficult and recognizing that you can effectively impact some community or some environment through your distance, through achieving peace rather than being overwrought, being anxious, trying to make a contribution in an environment that doesn't see you or doesn't recognize the gifts that you can contribute. The Hierophant here in your third house is very much giving me the vibe of a mentor, a teacher, a mentee, you being in the position of helping someone else who is helping you. And that's why I think of internship. Whether paid or not, the premise of an internship is to provide you with professional access that you gain through the work of someone who is established in a profession. And that way you have a chance to practice, try out, get more deeply involved in some aspect of a field that you aspire to. And that's the picture that's emerging here. You are either training someone, providing someone with this opportunity, or you are an intern learning something in a similar fashion yourself. And the beauty of an internship is both two-sided. Not only does the intern get this bird's eye view or this pierce into something that is functioning at a fairly high and successful level, but the person who is the mentor is actually has the opportunity to engage in deeper conversations about the impact of the work they do and why they do it in a certain way. Perhaps research that they need or information they need the intern can gather that helps them to implement the strategies that they're employing. In the fourth house, the Justice card is clarified by the King of Swords in the fifth house and the Empress in the sixth house. Yeah, I do feel that your dispassionate approach to the opening up to new information and new experiences is really your strong card now. It's really your most powerful skill set. So I feel that you are writing, researching, documenting, holding conversations, interviews. Um, you are somehow codifying the process that you're experiencing. Perhaps specific cases, again, law comes up, the environment comes up as an area where I feel like your energy is particularly productively engaged right now. However, what emerges from your practice, from your work, is this ability to uh, apply a work ethic that is very practical, that is very productive, that is engaged, that supports other members on your path, and that knows how to sit back, evaluate, and accept rewards, recognition, and praise for the work that you do. So the Empress is this balanced place where you know your value. You understand your worth in this environment or any environment. And from that place, you extend your love, your contribution, in ways that are deeply attuned to not only the people that you're working around, but to some kind of mechanism where you sense appropriate timing for when various stages of a project are brought forward, are engaged. The way it all works together is a process of this timing connection that you have a keen sense of. Again, this is based on being attuned to the people you work with, to the environment, to the needs of the clients or communities that you're serving. But this is one in which you are recognized for your skills, your power. The World card in the seventh house is clarified by, let's get that, the Ten of Cups in the ninth house and the Two of Wands in the ninth house, eighth house, ninth house. So I do feel that for so many of you, you not only have a supportive, collective community team that gives you the feedback, the support, the opportunity to share challenges in a safe way, but also a way that you have been informed by a community like that as part of your upbringing. This is like what you understand of the world, the kind of world that you want to build into and be a part of. This comes from deep practice, deep familiarity with how resources are shared among people, how the ability to share what you have amplifies what you have in a way that's only clear to people that are engaged in this kind of cooperative lifestyle. So I do feel this can be also one of the goals of your project, one of the goals of an experience where you were a part of gaining some significant education or experience, and now are understanding how to share that information, how to extend it, how to build out social structures that reflect this deep collective cooperation, which is a kind of a dream that needs to be applied in our cultural environment where uh, individual achievement is prized above all else. So you have a kind of advanced experience towards vehicles that are being created in the world in response to a failed system that only merits individual achievement. And yet, having identified your strengths, your expertise, you are eternally looking to ways to share the structures that you have uh, experienced, that you understand intimately, that you understand the impact on individual collective members as a result of cooperative sharing of resources, that this opens up and creates a place of safety in a world where we are all too often isolated or siloed in some way. And the emotional nurturance that comes from a community of neighbors who care, check in on, are aware of each other's needs. Uh, it's been proven to extend life, to amplify the quality of life immeasurably in ways that are not as familiar to us in this country as they may be in some other countries where people rely on each other more. The Three of Staffs in the 10th house is clarified by the Nine of Swords in the 11th house and the Seven of Wands in the 12th house. So I am going back to the beginning here, where you are participating in your own rebirth. And this rebirth is having a considerable impact on your environment and on the possibilities that you see for creating something useful in the world. The Nine of Swords is about letting go of some significant loss. Perhaps the experience of gaining the knowledge, the education, the training that you needed was uh, incredibly challenging. You experienced a lot of suffering. There were a lot of obstacles you had to find ways around. There was a lot of perhaps criticism or feedback that was harmful to you or that seemed to attack you as a person. So these are things that you are releasing. You understand that someone else's standards are not your measure of who you are. And releasing that is the power that I feel you are experiencing that has allowed for this igniting a rebirth. And this is what is taking you to the other side of painful or challenging experiences where you simply had to persevere. There was no way out or no way around. You had to go through. And as you're experiencing this recovery, you are also experiencing the healing of releasing this pain, this suffering. This is not what your life is at this stage. You are understanding that the healing is an ongoing process, but you're looking at addressing that somehow in the larger world. And in order to do that, you need to push aside any distractions, hence the need for what I see as a kind of neutrality or dispassion detaching yourself from the powerful emotions that you experience in order to be clear-eyed about how best you can serve others, how you can best be efficient and productive at doing the work required to share your gift. I'm going to finish this up, Pisces, with 2 flew out, and I'm going to take them both. From the soul's journey, we first saw self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. I think this is abundantly clear. Loneliness. I know that I am never alone. I do feel, Pisces, you are one of those signs that can be incredibly comfortable in your own company, that is so attuned to the world at large, especially if you have access to the natural world, that it never feels alone, even when there's nobody around. However, you're at a place where you cultivate that as a tool to clear away the distractions so that you can move forward towards success with more joy. If you've enjoyed this content, there's more content here. Please remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel so more people can see my messages, and until next time, Pisces, namaste.